Right away, we're off on another mountain adventure.
We are taking the
Gornergrat Mountain Railroad. This is a narrow gauge rack railroad that's going to take us up past some stunning views of the Matterhorn. That's the signature site of Zermatt. The famous Matterhorn. We'll show you quite a bit of different angles of the Matterhorn during our visit here in Zermatt. And we're going further up this Gornergrat that will show us other views of many peaks in the surrounding mountain range.
During the 33-minute ride, we get frequent, wonderful views of the Matterhorn, and at the top, we'll be rewarded with the most amazing mountain panorama in all of Europe. We get some quick views looking back into Zermatt village, but we're climbing rapidly up to the top of the mountains. This train is the second highest railroad in Europe, just behind the train that goes up to the Jungfrau, and it's actually the highest train that's primarily not inside tunnels. The train station at the top is at 3,090 meters above sea level, or 10,137 feet, making it the highest outdoor rail station in Europe. This cog rail goes up a very steep incline with a gradient of 1 in 5 at the maximum. The line rises along the slope of the valley and crosses the Finderland Gorge by a long viaduct, passing through several tunnels. The Zermatt Valley and the Matterhorn are seen in the distance. About 2.5 miles, you reach the station of Riffelalp, which is at 7,300 feet. A quarter mile away, there's the famous Hotel Riffelalp, where you could stop by for a refreshment or spend the night. Ascending the mountain slope, the next station is soon reached at Riffelberg at 8,471 feet. And then on over hilly pastures to the Rotenboden, another station where you could get off the train and do a little bit of hiking, but we're staying on and riding to the top. Construction began on this railway way back in 1896. That was about 5 years after Zermatt was connected to Switzerland by its own train system. And then it took them a few years to build it. They finally opened up in 1898. And it was electrified from the very beginning. At first it only operated in the summertime, but by 1941 it was operating year-round. Of course, they're constantly improving the service and the machinery. The cars that we're riding in are fairly new. Typically it's a 2-car train, and it can carry approximately 2,500 people per hour from Zermatt. There's service about every half hour. Our first glimpse of the facilities up top looks pretty promising. There's several buildings. We'll find there's a restaurant, hotel, observatory, shops, all kinds of things. As usual, the Swiss have civilized the mountaintop, eventually reaching the terminus at Gornergrat. And there the station is just about a 10-minute walk to the facilities up above, where you've got the panorama deck and the cafe and the terrace. And then you'll want to walk another 5 to 10 minutes further behind to get the best view. They really pamper the guests here with an elevator service, which really does come in handy because at this altitude, you're 2 miles above sea level, the air is pretty thin and you don't want to be exerting yourself right away running up staircases. But you do want to keep walking beyond the terrace cafe to the viewing platform a little further on. It's worth the effort. Even if you're 89 years old, grab that rope and pull yourself along.
You have to walk up this final couple of 100 yards to get to the very top observation platform. And from there, you get the stunning panorama. So don't stop just at the top of the train station or at the restaurant or at the cafe terrace. You want to get to the top, the very top. Easy to get up there. And you will be rewarded with this unbelievable vista.
A couple of us got overexcited and scrambled up this rocky pinnacle on top of the platform, but that wasn't really necessary. You do get the same view as from that main terrace. You can spare yourself that little extra climb and just sit on a bench and relax, enjoying the view.
You can see more high peaks than any other place in the Alps. This is the place, the Gornergrat, and especially with the Matterhorn. So we're quite happy to be up here.
You can see 29 peaks that are 4,000 meters or more in height, which is practically every tall mountain in Switzerland, from one spot. The Gornergrat at 10,290 feet is remarkable from the fact that there's an unbroken range of magnificent snow peaks on every side. There's not a single break in the chain. It's an isolated rocky peak that seems formed by nature to enable one to survey at leisure the marvelous scenes all around. The huge Gorner Glacier winds around its base from a dizzy depth below, and beyond are snows of that glorious range that begin with Monte Rosa, the highest mountain in Switzerland, which seems only a stone's throw away, and ending with the Matterhorn. Then the central range of the Pennine Alps with the stupendous summits of the Dent Blanche, the Gabelhorn and the Rothorn and the Weisshorn, all linked together in one vast chain of snow and ice. Next, far away beyond the Rhone Valley, some distant peaks of the Bernese Oberland. And again to the right, the group of 10 more mountain peaks completing the circle all around you. And between these mighty peaks lie innumerable glaciers, notably the vast sea of ice formed by the Gorner, the Theodol, and the Fergan glaciers, which lie like a map down below you. Its moraines, its snow slopes, and countless crevasses revealed at a single glance. Here you have what is said to be the finest alpine view in Europe. You're standing on a central dome of rock, and as far as you can see, a surrounding world of ice and snow. The entire area of the Gorner Glacier is 22 square miles, which makes it the second largest glacial system in the Alps after the Aletsch Glacier up at the top of the Jungfrau. Naturally, these are some of the most exciting photo ops you'll ever find, so you want to be sure to get some good angles, get some selfies, or have your friend take pictures of you, or get together with your group as we're doing and have that mountain backdrop. Everybody smiling and waving with the sunshine beaming down on us. You notice it's very comfortable up here. They've got benches, they've got information signs to identify the mountains all around you, and very good pathways.
And now we're going to head back down and warm up in the cafe. It's not that cold. It's just barely freezing and it's sunny. There's no wind. Really ideal conditions. So you can sit outdoors if you like, or sit indoors in this cafeteria. Most people like to sit outside on the terrace. You can see the Matterhorn in the background.
Matterhorn is the most unique and imposing mountain of the Alps. Its shape is so familiar it's probably the most famous mountain in the world and stands as the symbol of the country, almost like the Eiffel Tower does for Paris and France. No photo or video or story can possibly do it justice, yet anticipate what you will, it is impossible to be disappointed. Not only is the icy wedge nearly 15,000 feet high, but its gaunt, tusk-like form emerges from the surrounding glaciers with almost perpendicular sides. Its clear-cut silhouette stands out against the sky, unutterably grand, while clouds sometimes skirt or shroud its giant form. On the other side, Monte Rosa, even taller, highest mountain in Switzerland. Well, enough mountain viewing, let's go shopping. The Gornergrat boasts the highest shopping mall in Europe. And they've also got a hotel up here. It's the highest hotel in the Alps. You can buy watches, pocket knives, luggage, a bottle of wine, or some chocolates. Tune in to our next episode and we'll show you how to get down from the Gornergrat. There's a beautiful hiking trail.